What's up, y'all? Okay, so the message coming through today is, first of all, this has been like the theme and I love it. It's not personal, it's vibrational. It's not personal, it's vibrational. You are moving to a higher frequency, a higher vibration in your existence. You are embodying your authentic self more fully every day, every moment. And in doing so, the things that are no longer in vibrational resonance are falling away. Okay, so with this, what I'm getting is you're starting to get these things bumping up in your reality where you're waking up to the matrix, right? Of this existence that there's this old dying away piece, and you're seeing that what is dying away, how you played a part in it, what your role was, how when you being your inauthentic false self, which was necessary, right? Necessary in your growth. How being that part of yourself created that storyline, that timeline, reality where you weren't happy, where you were in the victim consciousness, victim mode. And now you're stepping into power and realizing how when you respond differently, you hold your power. And you get to create the reality, the life you want and live. Sorry, I want my hair down. Hair down vibes. And what I was getting to share is that you have been standing in your truth and sharing your voice, sharing your perspective, your perception. And in doing so, there have been the frequency mismatches are really standing out. And some of these relationships, jobs, are falling away, whatever they are, okay? Whatever these frequency mismatches are. And some of these people are coming to you and saying, you know, when you shared that, it really hurt my feelings. And in a way of like trying to make you feel bad. And the past version of you would have said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, oh, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. But now you're like, okay, well, that wasn't my intention. Right? My intention was to share the truth, my truth on this situation. And that is the tricky thing of the people pleaser pattern, right? These people from your past have been used to you people pleasing, right? Staying quiet on things, not having boundaries around certain things. Maybe they could tell you were uncomfortable, but you never spoke up about it, right? So they got used to you not having boundaries. They got comfortable with that. They benefited from you not having boundaries, right? And now that you're having boundaries, they're like, wait a minute, I liked that old version of you where you were quiet and small. Sorry, she's gone, right? He or she is gone. So these people are saying that, like, they're kind of like, there's this change and I don't accept, right? And you're empowered in this place where you're like, well, okay. You don't like how I am now? That's okay. I don't like how I was then. You good? Okay. We're going to have to move forward because I'm not going to placate myself anymore to make anyone else feel comfortable, right? And I think one of the best things that I've heard about people pleasing that, like, oh, because I'm a recovering people pleaser here. When I heard this, I was like, oh, so offensive, but so wonderful. People pleasing is just as bad as narcissistic tendencies, right? Like the people pleaser and the narcissist usually are involved in that like toxic dynamic. And a lot of times the narcissist or the person with narcissistic tendencies gets all the flack. Like, oh my God, they're so awful, blah, blah, blah. Which, sure, those patterns, they're not great. They're awful. Yet, the people-pleasing tendencies, patterns, are just as bad. Like, that is a level of deceit and selfishness that, you know, as a people pleaser, in the past I might have been like, no, I'm not. I'm not being selfish or deceitful. But like, when I take a good, hard, long look at those patterns, I'm stifling my truth, not speaking up about things to keep the peace, right? This perceived peace. And in doing so, staying quiet on things that I actually feel like I need to say something about. And it's a disservice to that other person because they don't know what is authentically going on for me. So there's no chance for a true, authentic relationship to blossom. And the selfishness is because we want to be in control, right? That people pleaser pattern is being in control to feel safe. So stepping into that authentic expression is scary. Like, we're not in control of our relationships, right? Because when we're stifling the truth to make other people happy, we know that they're going to stick around, right? It's controlling that aspect of how they show up in relationship. But when we release that pattern and speak our truth, we could lose people. And right now, because you're speaking your truth and letting this old pattern, this old version of yourself die, you are losing people. And that fear is being activated. But baby boy, baby girl, you're losing the people that are not in vibrational resonance with you any further, right? You're breaking your own matrix and stepping into the one that you actually want by being yourself, by being your authentic self. And the old things have to fall away. They have to die. So don't like second guess what you've been deciding on, what you've been moving towards, because you've been doing the right thing. And it feels scary because breaking those old patterns and beliefs and moving into the new, you are creating this whole new timeline, this whole new pathway. And it's not going to feel like, oh my God, this feels so good. Like, sure, you're going to feel like excited and great. And there's going to be a little like reward, like flagpoles along the way, right? But there are going to be days that it feels scary because your whole nervous system, your neural pathways, your brain, your subconscious is rewiring to create this new reality. So it's going to feel uncomfortable. It's not going to feel like rainbows and unicorn poop. I don't know, unicorn poop, is that good? Might be. Rainbows, we'll go with rainbows, but maybe unicorn poop has a magical property that we don't know about. Yeah, I'm a goober, if you can't tell. So, you're doing it. Just keep going, okay? And when those fears surface up, you know, I've said this in other videos, healing is cyclical. Like, we're not just like, boom, I'm healed, I'm good, I'm never gonna be like, I'm not gonna go through any more like up levels anymore. No, this is a constant video game of life spiritually, right? And you are constantly up leveling from yourself, right? The old version of yourself into the new version of yourself. So acknowledge new levels, new devils, and where are you seeing those patterns wanting to poke their head out, right? I'm getting that like the karmics are coming up from the past and saying like, hey, you hurt my feelings, like you're the problem. And instead of like acknowledging and getting in that dance of like, oh my God, I'm so sorry I hurt your feelings, like, no, you just say, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings at all. I just had to be honest about that. Right? Like, and if they have a problem with that and they're like, I don't want to be your friend anymore, or I don't want to be around you anymore, okay, cool. Because when you allow that to leave, you leave this space open for the right vibration, the right frequency to come in. And you have this amazing relationship with that right new frequency, new person. Okay? It is not personal, it's vibrational. I am clearing out the old and welcoming in the new. Obviously, you don't have to, don't say that to these people, but say it to yourself because it feels scary. I know it. I've been there. I've done it. And you owe it to yourself. You owe it to your ancestors. You owe it to the children in your family line. Doing this changes everything for you, for all of those people. The energies of your bloodline is huge. And you're taking your power, okay? We don't know how much actually changes when we make these tiny shifts, tiny big shifts, right? But I know that it's massive. That's what I'm hearing. It's massive. So our brain can tell us to like not do it, it's not a big deal, or just stay safe and stuck in the old patterning. But that is bringing misery. It's giving victim vibes, and we don't want that, right? We want to be empowered and living the life of your dreams because you do deserve that, and it is possible. Anything you dream is possible for you. As I was saying, that is 11:11 on the timer, okay? So, hi, what more do we need for confirmation? Spirit's like, yes, boo-boo, get it. I'm going to leave that there. If you feel called to work with me, I offer quantum energy healing sessions. They can be done distance. It's similar to Reiki, but different. Shifting energy, more so feeling where the energy is stuck on issues that feel charged. So it can be past life issues, ancestral issues, cellular memories, entity attachments. It can be a multiple number of things on one issue, especially if it's something that feels very stuck. So if you feel called to work with me, the link is in my bio. I'm also going to record sessions and post those so you can see what that looks like. I might do like it's not personal, it's vibrational, like energy healing show where people can come on and get a half-hour free session that's recorded and live. So stay tuned because I'm going to start doing that. Okay, love you guys. Hope you are well and keep doing what you're doing. Stay on track. The world is crazy out there, and that is a source of distraction. Focus on yourself and keep moving forward, okay? Love you. Bye.